What is going on, guys? My name is Mike Reilley and welcome back to another Reilley's Tasting Room review, where today we are running wild, quite literally, with Athletic Brewing Company Run Wild IPA. Athletic Brewing Company Run Wild IPA. Non-alcoholic IPA, less than 0.5% ABV, 35 IBUs. The ultimate sessionable IPA, brewed with a blend of Northwest hops with Citra and Mosaic at the forefront. Body of a premium organic malts from US and Germany, subtle yet complex malt profile. All right, guys, so we are running wild out here. We have the Athletic Brewing Company Run Wild IPA, and I know we're changing it up a little bit. I'm just going to start off by saying, obviously, this is a non-alcoholic beer, less than 0.5% of alcohol in there. So I know a lot of people did No Drink November or Sober October, and Dry January is coming up. So I wanted to add a little bit of a non-alcoholic beer into the mix to give you a variety of when you're just missing a beer. Because, you know, every once in a while, you don't really want to get messed up. Sometimes you do. But right off the bat, we're going to start it off. And yeah, I'm going to say this is a very, it's not light, but it's definitely not dark. It gives you that IPA look to it. Definitely a little bit hoppy. The head on there, normal IPA hops. It's a little staying there, which is not a bad thing either. Does have, it's not hazy because it's definitely clear and see-through, but it does have a little bit of like the hazy particles in there. Could be the malts or the hops that it's brewed with, but let's give it a smell test and see how these non-alcoholic beers smell. Okay, so, you know, it's giving me just a normal like IPA, kind of like a hazy IPA smell. Kind of has a citrus, definitely a citrus hop smell to it. So let's just hop right in and let's just run wild and get into it. I'm going to say that probably like 10 more times. I'm sorry. Okay. Okay, so this is very interesting. Very interesting. If you guys have not had a non-alcoholic beer, I'm going to say you definitely have to get out there and go try one just to understand the flavor and taste, because it's not much different than a alcoholic beer would taste itself. Yeah, this is actually very, very, very good. It does have a very hoppy upfront, which is very good because it gives you that like original IPA taste. And you know, the hops stay, you're getting that flavor throughout. It has a very smooth, light body and like crisp taste, with that citrus notes in there as well. And this is definitely not a bad beer at all. So I'm gonna bring you to the can really quick. One, does look very cool, has a Run Wild little like path on there. And on it, it does say brew without compromise. And I think that's what they're going for with this, is they want this to taste as original as a craft beer that they can. And honestly, cheers to that, because this tastes like I'm drinking a normal IPA. If you guys are new to the channel, after this review, go check out some of my other reviews, but this does not fall too far off from like some of the other IPAs that I've tasted. Definitely gives a very similar vibe, but it's, you know, it does have just that little slight different taste to it, just because obviously they're not brewing the same exact way, because you know, you're missing things that gives you like that alcohol content. But this just tastes a little more like hoppy and grainy to me, but like it's not bad. This is something where like if I'm going out, let's just say I was going to a couple friends' house and I was taking some medicine, or I had to get up really early and you don't want to wake up with that groggy hangover, you know, we hate those. That's when we get the hair of the dog. But this would be something I would go to. And, you know, I do love my IPAs, and this is just giving me 100% an IPA vibe. But the overall taste, like I mentioned, you do get that upfront hoppiness, and it just tastes clean. Like it tastes clean, fresh, smooth, crisp, and you do get that slightly like citrus, lemony, almost like a summer vibe sip to it, which is not a problem at all. It does actually list some of the contents on here, well, like the label, and very, very surprising. So, you know, if you're on a cut, you're dieting, you're trying to lose some weight, but you need a beer, 65 calories. That's right, 65 calories. You know, if you have your normal IPA, you're looking at upwards of a couple hundred, maybe 200. I know they can get into like that mid 100 range, depending on how much alcohol and grain and wheat and all that kind of stuff are in there. Obviously, the higher calories in there, but 65 calories. I could drink a couple of these and just not care, you know, for 65 calories. But it's 65 calories, 14 grams of carbohydrates, less than 1 gram of protein. I wish there was a couple more in there. I could use in like my protein shake, right? And 0 grams of fat. So, I mean, the macros on it are good. This could be something if you are interested in, like, you know how you can benefit, your body can benefit from these carbs and everything after a long run, a long workout or anything. This could be an alternative to carb your body up again. And I like the sound of that because it tastes like beer, you could have a good time like beer, and it benefits you. And 65 calories. Yeah, so Athletic Brewing Company is out of Connecticut. And, you know, I would love to go take a look at their brewery and see kind of how it's all set up. You know, I think it would be a really fun time to get out there and see and taste all of their beers, because this IPA is actually very, very, very good. Let me take one more sip, and then I'm going to tell you what Reilley's Tasting Room review is for a non-alcoholic beer. This is the first on the channel, and I'm not participating in No Drink November, but potentially Dry January, so you might get a couple more on here. So this is maybe a prequel to that. We'll see how it goes, though. Okay, I think I know where we're at with this. So, like I said, gives you that original IPA taste. It gives you the hops. It gives you that clean, crisp citrus. There's not too many other tastes besides the citrus and just like a clean IPA. This was like a normal, straightforward IPA, not like your hazy IPA, not your imperial IPA, like anything like that, just a straight India Pale Ale, and that is not a problem. So one more sip, and sorry, I need another one. I think it has to come in for a non-alcoholic beer. This is slightly different from your like normal beers to non-alcoholic beers, because they do have a slightly different taste, and I'm not really sure if you guys would be grading them the same way, but I think this has to come in at like a 3.5, 3.75-ish range. It's not bad. Not bad at all. If you guys like that and you want to see more content like this, don't be a stranger. Hit that subscribe button and join the family. If you guys want to know more about Athletic Brewing Company, I'm going to have all of their information in the description below. While you're dying there, leave a comment and let me know if you guys want to see more non-alcoholic beers, or if you just want to see some alcoholic beers, because I'm going to get both to you. So let's get into it. Cheers.